It's Planet Hank and Big Mo, and we're live from Planit Bro.
Peace, was good, yo? It's Planit Hank, man. We live from Planit Bro. This is my big bro, Mo.
What's up, y'all?
What the deal? We about to do this review on Invisible Man. I didn't personally see this, but my bro did. He took one for the team because it looked like it was whack from the trailer. So, what's the movie about?
Well, so far, the major players of this movie is Elisabeth Moss, Aldous Hodge, Oliver Jackson Cohen. Not sure, I don't know him. And Harriet Dyer. Those are the major players for the most part. Oh yeah, and Storm Reed. She played the young girl in the movie. Well, basically, Cecilia, played by Elisabeth Moss, she's married to this rich guy. He's like the lead guy in like optics or something like that. And she leaves him in the beginning of the film. He's abusive, so she leaves him, and she goes to stay with her friend, like one of her best friends, Aldous Hodge. And basically she comes to find out that her ex-husband, or her husband, commits suicide, so she's no longer in danger anymore. Come to find out that he left her some kind of a settlement or some kind of money, and the money is contingent, her getting the money is contingent on her being sane, or being without any criminal activity in her life. So that's pretty much the preface for the film.
Alright, so it's safe to say that the Invisible Man is her ex-husband?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, yes and no and yes. Like, it's not gonna spoil it for you, but there's a whole lot going on in this movie. This ain't your regular, like, this is not Memoirs of the Invisible Man, like the old Chevy Chase, John Carpenter movie. This is not like that.
It's about the Kevin Bacon movie. Is it like that?
It's kind of like that, with the person that's invisible is actually psycho and a scientist. So yeah, that somewhat it's somewhat like that. But this is more of a tech thing. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, and also, this is not your typical. I'm not sure if they're even still doing it anymore. I think it got destroyed with the whole Tom Cruise Mummy movie. But this is supposed to be part of the whole monster universe that they were gonna do.
I think they cut that out now.
Yeah,
I think that's a wrap for that. Maybe this is back. Maybe it's gonna be back with this movie.
Listen, I'm sorry to say, this needed to be standalone. This movie was a whole lot better than that Mummy was. Like 10 times better than that.
I didn't really have too much. That Mummy was okay. It's just that it was coming off the other Mummy, which was good and fun and stuff like that.
Yeah. So, my thing is, if you're gonna do a remake of an old classic, do it right. And they did it wrong. So I'm not even I'm done with this universe already. But this Invisible Man, wow! If they took the Mummy as seriously as they took this movie, it'd probably been a dope universe. So shout out to director Leigh Whannell. I knew this movie was gonna be good just based on the fact that in 2018 he did Upgrade, starring not Tom Hardy, this guy's Logan Marshall, something like that, and that movie was the Venom movie that we never got. Like, if in my opinion, 2018 had two Venom movies, and Upgrade was the better one. So I knew going into this movie.
Upgrade the Venom movie?
Well, think about it. Venom is basically a symbiote is pretty much controlling a host. It's controlling a host. So everything that the host does is based off of what the thing that's inside of him is controlling. And Upgrade is a computer that is controlling every single thing that he does. So, and they have this communication when they're both talking to each other.
Venom has a way better plot, in my opinion, because the Upgrade. We spoke on this before. I didn't like the storyline on that. So go back to Invisible Man. What's like your key points you took from it? You was like, yo, this is really getting good. Like, is it a slow burn like how Joker was, or it was good from as soon as you turned it on all the way into the end.
Yeah, in my opinion, Upgrade was like Invisible Man was a breath of fresh air because basically you start off the movie and it's a slow burn, but it's subtle things that is happening. Like for example, you don't even see the antagonist the majority of the movie. Like you don't see his face at the end of the movie, so it's kind of like a surprise. And like it's a surprise. It's not a surprise who's doing it. It's a surprise that so
they do show who it is.
Yeah, because basically in the beginning of the movie, she's leaving him. Like she's leaving her abusive. She's leaving her abusive relationship. So it's that. Then it's also about in like as the movie goes on, you see how this guy tactically just tries to destroy whom she is and make everybody around her not like her, so that she can meet him again. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because this guy manipulated her whole entire life, even making her think that she was doing things that he didn't know about, but he knew about everything. He controlled everything. So they did a good job at showing you what type of psychosis she was dealing with, and they did also a good job of telling you that, you know, she either was bugging out or she was actually dealing with an invisible person. And it took a long time for them to figure out that she wasn't BSing, like the junk was really happening to her.
Okay, so did they give an explanation on why he's invisible?
Yeah.
Is he like a disembodied spirit, or he was it like invisible? Was it like the Kevin Bacon joint where they created that? Like, how did that go down?
Well, basically, this guy, he was the lead guy in optics, and I guess he was working on a machine, like a suit that basically it uses a bunch of like tiny cameras inside of the suit that basically reflect everything that's around it,
and like a stereo shit.
Yeah, at such a fast rate, like at such a fast rate that it makes sure that it is completely invisible to everything around him. He looked like a ninja the whole entire movie.
So just like the off of Spider-Man 2.
Something like that,
the
but
cameras was doing the work.
I'm not in love with his choreography, but it'll do.
Kill image. Decloak drones. All right, weapons.
You want to weaponize?
Yep.
something like that, but well explained in this point. Because, you know, in the Mysterio and Spider-Man, it was just like, yo, this guy had like this technology or whatever like that. And this thing,
it's technology.
It's technology, but they explain it a little better. It's not hokey. It's like, it's kind of cool.
And what's the, is it R or PG-13?
This one is, I want to say R. Especially the way, like some of the things happen in there is brutal.
Pretty graphic. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
It's brutal.
So who you think stand out as far as acting wise?
Oh, forget about it. Elisabeth Moss, she brought her A game as usual. She's a great actress. You know her from The Handmaid's Tale, and she was just in Us. And she brings her A game again. The girl is. She also was in Mad Men. Yo, the girl is. She's a great actress. Period.
Okay. Yeah, nah. I know the supporting cast. Like, I know I seen the brother in the film.
Oh yeah, Aldous Hodge. Aldous Hodge also. I would say he's the second best actor.
I saw something. They're right there. They're right there. There were footprints. I saw it.
You saw footprints?
Yes, I saw on the sheets. I saw it right there. I saw them. There's someone in here. There was someone in here.
Sid, put that stupid thing on.
You're the one who bought it for me.
Who you gonna spray? Who?
James, I saw it. I swear.
Hey, see. Adrian will haunt you if you let him. Don't let him.
And he played a detective in this movie, and you know, he didn't disappoint. Like he really made that whole. He was a detective, like a single parent. So he was just a good father. He was taking care of his daughter, and he was just a great friend to Elisabeth Moss and her sister.
Dislikes on the film. What you feel like?
Dislikes.
If it wasn't filming.
If I had to change anything about the film, man, that's a tough one. Cause like I said, I feel like this movie was done very, very well. Now, if I had to say anything, I think there's a possibility that it could have been a little bit shorter.
Oh, okay.
And the only reason why I say that is because when you thought it was over, it was still more.
It was still more.
And that's the only reason why. Because other than that, the movie felt like it was, the pacing was all good and everything like that. But when I thought it was over, like it could be like, you could have literally said, okay, I'm gonna stop it right here, and then we're gonna go to this next movie.
That's an issue I have with some movies. So yeah. I could see
they could have easily made it to like, oh yeah, you're gonna find out about the second movie. But I have to say, when you watching this and you see that the end scene, you knew that it had to go down that way, because if it didn't, it would have been this sort of, it wouldn't have been no finality into the whole entire situation. Like,
SAT word,
you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like you wanted her to finish it, and at this point in the movie, you know what I'm saying? Like you wanted it to be over, based off of, you never know if you're gonna get a sequel. It's kind of like, watching some of these shows. They'll make a cliffhanger at the end of the show, and then all of a sudden, I guess you didn't make enough money to get another film. Okay,
so it wasn't no like The Grudge. You just pulling your teeth. It was a good movie.
Nah, it was this movie,
and not the Chinese Grudge or the Japanese. Sorry if I'm getting that mixed up. The Sarah Michelle Gellar version was not as good as the original film.
Oh, that's a fact.
I would say so. All right, so let's get into your bro rating. I mean,
all right.
Let's see how you're gonna rate this. He's gonna be giving it extra points based on my lack of rating this because I haven't seen it.
All right, so
go ahead with the first thing I believe is the storyline, right?
All right, yeah. So story and overall flow, I'm gonna give a 20. So that's just 10 out of 10. I think this movie did even if it was longer winded. Yeah, even if it was longer winded, like.
It's a 10.
I understand.
20, I mean.
Yeah, I understand the fact that they wanted to finish it, and not like I can see how you can make that mistake with movies, but at the end of the day, this is a Blumhouse film. You never know if you're gonna get a sequel. So I understand the finality in it, and if this was to go into the universe, the ending also made it so that you could see it happening.
Okay, cool.
You know what I'm saying?
What's the next thing you got?
The next thing is score. I found that, I didn't start really getting into the score until like midway through the film, so I gave it a 14.
Okay.
So that'd be a usual 7, but I gave it a 14. The cinematography and the special effects, they did a good job. Some things didn't make sense to me, so I gave it a 16.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like this one part when the guy is pulling Aldous Hodge's leg, and I'm like, okay, Aldous Hodge is big as hell. You're not gonna do that. That's not happening. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Next one, I'm gonna give the acting was at 18. I think that Elisabeth Moss, like she did well for the whole entire the movie's 98% her. So yeah, she did a great job. Aldous Hodge did a great job. The little girl did a great job. I think that even the antagonist and his brother, they did a great job. So yeah, I'm with 18.
What you got on directing?
Directing, 18. Another 18. Another 9. I just think that this movie like never let up. It kept the pacing, and it also kept the you always felt like you didn't know what was gonna happen because things were so subtle. The way that they shot it, like it was perfectly done, and like in my opinion, and like. To me, right now, my master director is Jordan Peele, and I think this is very, very close.
Okay.
I'm saying.
Yeah, what we got for
So a full bro rating is gonna be 86%.
86%. So you heard it here first. You know what I'm saying? 86% for the film. This is like a real good score. I'm gonna have to go watch it myself, see if I could see what he's seen on this, but definitely go out and see that. That's the Invisible Man.
Invisible Man.
And it just got bro rated. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so listen. Real talk. This movie just came out today. Y'all need to watch this one. Serve it up. This movie is worth watching. This is one of the best movies. I mean, it's only February, but this is already one of my favorite movies for 2020.
All right, y'all. You heard it here first. So, yo, man, make sure you follow us on everything. Make sure you like and subscribe. We on Instagram. We on YouTube. We live from Planit Bro.
Yeah, comment below and join the community. We want to hear your thoughts. We want to talk to you. We want to just be a great community.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Have some fun. You know what I'm saying? Do some things. Give us some suggestions. I don't care. Let us know. Alright? Y'all take care.
Salute.
Peace.